Hello everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Destiny video. Today I am playing Bala-Tik and Aurra Sing against Assaj and two Royal Guards. Grab my hand to see what we get. Alright, block will be good in this right now. Holdout could be good. Salvage stand to get rid of resources, not bad. I'm going to put back jetpack and that for now. Armor plating and fight dirty. They're playing on the moisture farm, and I have the docking bay. Do our roll off. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Against that, put it on my battlefield. They get 2 shields. 2 shields on Assaj. Alright, I could, yeah, this what I'm going to do is play a salvage stand for 0. And back to them. There is 4 speed on Assaj. I'm probably going to pay 1. Play an armor plating on Bala-Tik. They probably have vibro knives, so the vibro knives won't work against, or I mean, the armor plating won't work against the vibro knives. So 2 resources. Yep, there's a vibro knife. As ambush, I'm going to go ahead and roll Assaj. Spent my resource, I can't block right now. That's blank, blank, and a shield on 4 speed. See what I can do here. So I have a resource. I'm going to go ahead and roll Aurra Sing. And they can just guardian it away if they want. 1 damage and a resource. They're going to guardian it. Take 1 damage on the guard. I can get a resource. I know we're going to want to re-roll for melee, so I'm actually going to take that resource. I mean, they're going to try to get melee. I can just block all of it, hopefully. I'm going to discard for a reroll, possibly. Discarding force training. Rerolling all of this. So +2, that, and that. Alright, my turn. So blocking all the melee damage. It's back to them. They have a shield, I think, on 4 speed. So Assaj is going to get shielded. I'm going to go ahead and roll Bala. Focus and focus. Alright, they pass. Probably focus him into damage. Probably go after their Royal Guard first, or their other Royal Guard. They're going to Guardian that damage, alright. Shield. Probably don't want to discard for a reroll. I will grab the battlefield. Grab a shield. And we will reset. Draw 3. Alright, there's backup muscle. Right, that'll work well against Assaj. We're gonna pay 1. Play our backup muscle. And I have Sabotage in this deck, so once this is actually out of charges, I can claim the battlefield and then drop a free version of that. Do I want to roll Aura? I have a resource that costs a resource. We will roll Aurra Sing. Don't have enough resources for any of the blasters yet. Disrupt and a resource. It binds all things. Pay a resource. Or Lure of Power on their guard. Alright. They're going to roll in Assaj. If I discard for a reroll, they can force me to discard another card, and they can just also just Guardian whatever I reroll. Melee, Force Speed, Special, and Focus from Assaj. I have Disrupt and a resource. Suppose I could get a resource, and then I could we'll hold out Blaster maybe on Bala or on Aura. Get a resource. I suppose I could have exhausted, but they actually had already used up all their resources before I could do that. Have here, so +1, 2 melee, 1 melee, 4 speed, and Assaj is still on her focus. I have dodge, but that's not going to do me any good, really. I will pay 2. And this can always redeploy to Aura if I wanted to. And they can Guardian with the other Royal Guard still. Resource, and range damage. Activate and Guardian probably. Drop a shield off that. Blank. I could fight dirty right now if I wanted. They don't have any resources, so I can't disrupt or use my salvage stand. I could pay, I don't have a resource to use fight dirty, but I can also. If I discard for a reroll, I'm probably going to lose my holdout blaster. I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to get a resource. That out. Dissolving Force Speed Special. Okay. First action is, looks like they're going to focus with Aura, or focus with Assaj, I mean. It's going to be unblockable melee. Let's see what we have here. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're doing 6. That'll be 6 on her. Alright, back to me. I can get resources. I can get another one. I have 2. Get 2 holdout blasters. They're not running any range damage, so I guess I could discard the reroll, but then they'll force me to actually discard other stuff. So I'm going to grab another resource. Alright, they'll grab the battlefield. Nothing to disrupt, and that will be all. reset my backup muscle. Card dodge, and I'll draw 3. Right, there we go. Cunning, all in, electroshock, fight dirty, and holdout blaster. And it's gonna be back on them. There's no other specials. I suppose I could actually cunning the force speed special if I wanted to. That'd be pretty cool. They're paying 2 for or decreasing the cost and using that for a lightsaber pike. All right. Nothing's been rolled out yet. I could pay 2, put cunning on Bala. He still has that armor plating as well. I'm gonna do that. Activate Assaj. And I still have 2 resources. See what we have here. Probably going to electroshock the vibro knife. I don't have any shields up, but I can still use my armor plating from Bala now. I'm gonna roll in Royal Guard. Currently nothing for them to Guardian off of, though. 1 melee, +2, and +1 from that. I think Aurra Sing is pretty much dead at this point, so she's at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll kill her. There's almost like no point to even roll her at this moment, at this time. Blank, blank, focus, and 2 damage for a resource. They have lethal on Aura. Should be at 7. Okay, they're doing 4 speed special. It's 2, 3, 4. I think that was 4 of them. Alright, 1 more action from 4 speed. Going to Guardian that, alright, 2 damage. Activate, and it's a blank. Back to me. I could back up muscle. What else do I have here? I can focus, cunning, into the special, and take 2 actions. There's really nothing for me to do, though. Let's see what else I can do. Assaj can make me discard to reroll. Suppose I could do it to the guard, but both those guards are, what's this dex health? 8, 16, 9. 25 health deck. So 2 melee and a single melee. I could fight dirty and deal, but it's not unblockable damage, is it? And, I mean, I could focus it at 4 speed special, but then there's nothing else out there that has a special. Lightsaber Pike doesn't have one. Doing 3 with Fight Dirty. He has 2 damage and 3 damage on Bala, so my armor plating doesn't help because it's unblockable damage. Yeah, I don't think it's unblockable. Okay, the armor plating took 2 damage. And I have 1 damage on Bala. I have All In and Electroshock. I'll grab the battlefield. Okay, so I have All In, Blaster Pistol. One more hit on Backup Muscle. We'll get 2 resources, and we'll draw 3 cards. Sabotage. I suppose I could sabotage their, sabotage that. I have 2 resources. I could also jetpack, which I might do. I'll do a jetpack. The other removal, not really. So jetpack on Bala. I have 1 more damage off of Backup Muscle. Right, they're going to enrage him. Get a resource. Probably going to want me to attack that guard. I'm going to actually just roll Bala first. Bala's ready to roll. Let's see what we have here. Resource, blank, 2 shields, and a resource. No damage at all. Right, back to them. We're going to roll in Assaj. No, 3 resources. A lightsaber on Assaj. Yep, she'll be basically at lethal once she rolls out. Unless I can play He Doesn't Like You or something like that. Let's see here. So I have resource, 2 shields. The shields are useless against the vibro knife anyway. I think I'm going to discard. See if he wants to use his ability to do that. So that's the first card discarded, and I'll discard Sabotage. I'm going to re-roll all of this. Alright, so let's see what we have now. So we have Disrupt, +2, Resource, Shield, and Focus. I mean, I can focus into damage, but that's about it. I can also still play He Doesn't Like You, and I have my Backup Muscle still. I haven't really been using the salvage stand, I don't know why. And they've usually always spent the resources before I can actually even use it. Probably going to cut salvage stand from this deck and add something else in. Blank, +2. We're going to remove the vibro knife if He Doesn't Like You. What do I want to remove, though? Disrupt. I can remove a resource. Okay, so there's that. +2, +2. A lot of modifiers currently. Focus, I could get a shield. +2 range. Or I can just focus into range. Focus into 1 range and resolve 3 range. I think before he activates that guard. So that guard is dead. It's back to them. Resource. All right. So he took a resource from power. They still have +2, +2, a lot of modifiers. Focus into damage. It's kind of like I suppose I could also get a shield, but I'm gonna focus into damage. So we have 3 range damage showing. We could pop Assaj's shields off. I'm gonna use the force and probably turn it back to a blank. Or you're gonna turn Assaj to melee damage. Turning Assaj to 2 melee. What else can we do? Not a lot. That guard's dead. We can do some damage to that guard. Going after Assaj is she's got all the stuff, but she's really heavily shielded. We'll do 3 to the guard. Let's see what Assaj is at. So Assaj is at shield, 2 damage, 4 damage, 6 damage, 8 damage. Yeah, that's lethal. And I had nothing to really that with. So let me see. 6. That's enough to kill Bala. And that is game. I am probably going to cut Salvage Stand out of this deck. Didn't really do me any good because whenever I would roll, I didn't usually roll resources, or they had already spent their resources before I doing that. So that's Aurra Sing and Bala-Tik against Assaj and 2 Royal Guards. Really cool deck. Pretty awesome way to just take away a lot of my damage with Guardian, and then as well as keeping Assaj shielded. So that's going to do it for today's video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.